Amick, is he here? There you are. So, Andy, while he walks up, I'll describe him. He grew up in South Carolina. I don't want to say it like that. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Dreaming of adventures, building forts, and playing in the woods. I did that in Pittsburgh. I don't know. I think it's fun to be in the woods. Once he discovered mountain biking, he was hooked, and the lure of the pedal brought him to Colorado. When not working as a software engineer, he also loves to spend time with his family and be in the mountains. Would you please welcome?
Thank you. I'm going to start with a question. So, who here has had a big dream? All right. And who here has actually taken that dream, worked through it, and achieved that dream? Nice. Lots of people. So, this is my story of my dream to race the Tour Divide, which is a 2,745-mile mountain bike race from Banff, Canada, down to the Mexican border in New Mexico and Mexico. Over that time, the race climbs 200,000 feet and crosses the Continental Divide 29 times. All while the riders are self-supported, meaning they carry all their own gear for camping, food, water, just to make it a little more interesting, right? So while the book is a lot about the journey and the bike ride, there's more to the book than just that. It's people, the hospitality of people along the way, and just what you go into a race thinking it's just about the bike race. There's a lot more that comes out. And then as the subtitle, Finding Strength in the Depths of Struggle Along the Continental Divide says, there were many challenges along the way. Although some people probably would have said the book should have been subtitled about trying to find coffee along the Continental Divide. My coffee habit, and I came up with some creative ways. Some worked okay, some were really not good at all. But the race, so some of those struggles, the race started on Friday the 13th under pouring rain. An hour into the race, it's snowing. I'm in 13th place, and it's a full moon that night. So not the best, not the ideal conditions to start a dream race, right? But, and that weather continued for about a week before finally being something more manageable. But during that time, in some of the worst conditions, I found just the most amazing people, their smiles, their hospitality. It was something as simple as a man opening up his gym to offer all the riders just a break from the rain at night outside of Helena, Montana. A family had put a table with candy for all the racers coming by. And then probably the best town along the route, Ovando, Montana. And the whole town gets into the race. And the day I got into Ovando, started out with more rain, more snow on the ground, snow coming from the sky, and I'm trying to get up this mountain, wearing everything that I brought with me, just shivering, freezing, thinking, this is crazy, why am I doing this? This can't be happening, more snow, right? And then I crested the hill coming into Ovando just a few hours later, and I hear this, "Hey Andy, over here!" And one of the people in the town, it's a town of about 40 or 50 people, she greets all the riders, and then she had printed out a letter that my wife had written me, just a message encouraging me, telling me to keep going. So just from the span of a couple hours, I went from freezing, thinking, what am I doing here, to just seeing the beautiful people of the world, and then going on to go over another mountain that night, which became my favorite mountain of the whole ride. Not because it was a great mountain, but it was because of the people, the hospitality, encouragement from my wife. And I wanted to read just one little paragraph that's kind of related to the struggles and going through to get to some of that. So when things become kind of perfect, right? The heavens and earth align, creating a perfect moment where time slows down. You feel every motion, every sound, every thought running through your mind. The numbers and letters on a page look like they are floating into the right configuration. The pedal strokes on a bike are effortless as you take a turn and feel the connection between yourself, the bike, and the dirt. The world fades away as you lose yourself in the perfect loving eyes of your true love. Keep pushing until you find those feelings. Don't let anything stand in your way. So of course, 2,700 miles, there's some great moments. There's also a lot of just pedaling, a lot of solitude, and then a lot of fear when you get into, it's fear of bears, fear of running out of food or water, and then sometimes it's the instant where you're climbing up a lonely mountain in the middle of the night, and a mountain lion runs right in front of your bike. So another kind of fear.
About 30 more seconds. About 30 more
Okay,
seconds.
thank you. And then as Charles Schultz once said, life is like a 10-speed bicycle. We all have gears that we never use. But through reaching your dreams, you can really get through those gears, fight through the struggles, and come out and finish your dreams. So, thank you.